Hi everyone, welcome back to my podcast. I'm Em. Today I wanted to do a little mix episode in honor of their 11-year anniversary, which for people who don't know, it's today, even though they're on hiatus. I'm still celebrating it with a lot of other mixers, and so I really wanted to do that for them. And also, it's going to be a little different because this time I went on Twitter and Instagram and asked some mixers some topics and questions they want me to talk about or they would like me to. So I got a few here and we're just going to start because there's a lot I want to go through and I'm not sure how long this is going to take because I might have to talk a lot about some of them. So the first, I have this split up with each person. So here, the topics and questions that Little Jade Mix with 2 X's on Instagram. The first question she asked was, which Little Mix song inspired you the most? And I don't know. Oh my gosh, this is hard. For me, probably Salute or something like that, or Woman's World, or I'm not even sure. Because any of the empowering songs, really, because I'm really insecure and really self-conscious and all that, I'm not confident whatsoever. But when I listen to their music, I am, and they've helped me become a little more confident because I'm confident enough now-ish to wear crop tops to out into school and wear different clothing and not just sweatshirts all the time. So they've helped me really with that, and I think all of their girl power songs have helped me like that. And so probably just any of those. I'm not sure which one exactly, but any of the the girl power songs and the confidence boosters helped me probably and inspired me the most, I think. Okay, so the next one is talking about, she wanted me to talk about the women empowerment lyrics in their songs. And like I said before, that always made so much to me because like I said, I am not confident whatsoever. So hearing that just makes me confident for some reason when I listen to their music. And so I feel it's just such a good thing to do because of course they're inspiring girls, young girls, or even adults, everywhere. And helping just them, if they're not confident or anything, they're helping them and probably inspiring them to you should be, you look amazing, you're talented, you're beautiful, and all that. It really is good that they do that because it helps so many people. I know they've helped so many people become more confident with themselves and just find their true selves and all that. I know they've helped a lot of people with that. So I think that's why it's so good that they do that. And especially with Women's World. Women's World is my favorite probably of their most empowering songs because it really went into it about how women are mistreated and how they're different and stuff, and or not how they're different, how they're treated differently. And I really appreciated that, and I know it just meant so much to so many people because they struggle with that kind of stuff, and they just need to know I don't know what I'm saying, even if this making sense. They're beautiful, and I think that they help them a lot with that because I've seen so many people on Twitter and Instagram saying that Little Mix has made them more confident, has empowered them to speak up, just a lot of that stuff. So I really appreciate it because I think even though the ballads are my favorite, the women empowerment songs I probably listen to the most just because they hype me up before stuff. So yes, so I really appreciate that, and I really hope they keep doing that when they come back together. Okay, so the last question from Little Jade Mix is, why did Little Mix leave such a big impact for future groups? This is hard because I don't know how to probably word this right, but I think it's just because, well, first of all, they were the first group to win X Factor, and that was such a big deal at the time, and because no one thought a group could win, especially a girl group, because people are still sexist. And I think it's probably because not only that, they inspired, like I said before, they inspired so many people. And like I think now maybe groups think they need to like do that as well, because it's different. Like some people might just do it just because they want to make or sell music or something. And like with Little Mix, they actually mean it. And I feel like they left such a big impact for that. But also like their friendship, like how many songs they sold, and like just like their records and stuff like that. Like they broke so many records, and groups have to kind of live up to that now, especially in the UK. Like I don't think, like maybe this will happen in the future, but I don't know if before they come back anyone will be as big as them or bigger than them. I don't think that will happen, because they just broke so many records. They're still breaking records even though they're like on a hiatus, and they left like such a big impact on girls all over the world and guys as well. And so I feel like the groups have to kind of live up to that now. I feel like, I don't know like if I'm right, because of course this is just my opinion on it, but that's what I feel, but I might be wrong. I probably am. So that was it for Little Jade Mix. Follow her on Instagram. I'll put it in the description. And so the next like topics and questions I have are from Little Mix OT on Twitter. She asked, how did Little Mix like affect me and also inspire me? And I already said like the confidence, they helped me with that, but also they helped me like so much back in like 2019, because like I was going through a lot and I was like not doing well mentally, and they like pushed me through a lot, because when I was like at school and I was like going through stuff, I would like go out in the hallway or something, or even in my class, I would just like plug in my headphones and like listen to LF5 on repeat, and it like just pushed me through a lot and it helped me. And I don't know why it like helped me so much. It just did, because like I've been a fan since like I think 2014. I think it's been since then, I'm pretty sure. And they just like throughout, they've always like been my comfort artist, and I always just listen to them. But that's when I realized like how much they actually mean to me. Like I already knew, because I bought tickets to Ariana's tour when I found out they were going just for them. But that's how I really knew like they helped me so much, just from that, because I was like not happy whatsoever, but they made me happier just listening to LM5, and they just made me not be as sad when I was at school and having to deal with everything. And just even when I was at home, I would like listen to it on repeat just so I wouldn't like cry, which is really sad. But yeah, so they helped me with that, and they also pushed me through like quarantine and lockdown and stuff like that, because I did like it like personally, because I got to like just stay in my house, which I love. But I was sad I couldn't see people, and so I just would listen to their songs and they would make me happier, and they just helped me in that way. So yeah. And then so the second one is my opinions, or not my opinions on this, not really. They just want me to talk about their efforts to fight racism. And I really appreciate that, like especially like how they just fight for everything as well. But like it means so much to so many people I know, especially with like Leanne talking about it a lot and like discussing it and making a documentary and a movement. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. It's like the Black Fund. I'll put it in the description so people know what I'm talking about if I didn't explain it well. But I know it like they help so many people, especially like Leanne and Jade, because they've discussed it so many times, and like they've experienced racism in the past, and which is awful. Like no one deserves that. And I don't get why people can't just be accepting to like everyone and everything. I don't get it, but it happens, of course, because it's real life, and like not everyone's like that. And so just seeing them like talking about it and also talking their experiences, so fans know that it's not just them and it's not just happening to them. It's happened to, like, Leanne and Jade, and also a ton of people, like a ton of other musicians, actresses, so many people. Like, it bothers me because I still see, like, racism going on, and it's like 2022. You shouldn't do that anymore. And it bothers me, especially with, like, musicians not getting paid enough or like that. I think that might be an issue. I'm not sure, but I know it's an issue with acting and actors. Like, actresses aren't getting paid enough. And it really just bothers me. And, like, that's why I'm so happy they discuss it and talk about it so people know, like, everyone goes through it. And just spread awareness about it, because that's why I love Leanne's documentary so much, because how people treated her was so awful. And I don't get why they would do that. Like, if you are a fan of Little Mix, you're not just a fan of, like, 3 of them. You're a fan of all of them. Well, you were a fan of 3 of them when they became a trio, probably. But when it was a 4, you got to be a fan of all of them. Like, or you're not a fan. You're not a true fan. So it pissed me off so much that people were so awful to her. And I'm happy she discussed it so we knew. Because I always kind of knew, because I saw it in, like, videos and stuff and people saying crap on Twitter. But I was so happy she talked about it and then, like, started a movement for it. And it's just, like, just talking about it so much. I really like that. And I'm just really happy she's doing that. I really like that. And she's helping so many people. I know that. And so is Jade as well. It's just amazing that they're doing this. Like, I really like that they're helping so many people and spreading awareness on it with their experience as well. So the next question, or, like, not question, topic that she had for me to talk about is, like, how they helped teenagers. And I kind of already talked about that in a way, about how, like, helped their confidence, like, inspired them. But, like, they've helped them so much. Like, I know a lot. Little Mix saved a lot of people, like, their lives and stuff, because, like, they helped them get out of, like, the dark place they were in. And they also helped a lot of people come out and, like, accept their sexuality and get through that. And so it's just amazing, like, how much they helped so many people around the world. And I think, like, that's why I think they leave such a big impact as well, just because they saved some people's lives. They helped people with their sexuality, like, coming to terms with it, and just not just coming to terms, being, like, with Little Mix being so accepting. It helped them a lot, I know. And so I feel like that's really just such a big thing with how they helped teenagers. But I've seen so many people on Twitter and Instagram and also TikTok talk about how, like, Little Mix saved their lives, helped them accept their sexuality, and just really helped them through, like, it made them more confident as well. It just helped them a lot. So that's, like, such an amazing thing that I think every group should do, and, like, inspire people and, like, have confidence booster songs, if that makes sense, and just help everyone. I don't know if that name part made sense, but okay. So the next question topics I have are from Love Sweet. I'm gonna butcher how I say this. Chai. I think it's Che. Hopefully, if I got that wrong, I'm so sorry. They are on Twitter. So the first thing I have from them is they wanted me to talk about the scrapped album and the Salute tour, like, canceled era. And for people who don't know, or, like, mixers, they had, before Get Weird, they had, like, a break and they were working on an album, and they had, I think, a photo shoot for it as well, but then it got scrapped, and then their Salute tour was also canceled, which I'm still very upset about, because I was a fan, I think, back then, but I didn't know, like, about all this, I think, because I didn't have social media back then. But I'm still really upset about that whole situation, because I feel if they went on tour in the US for their Salute tour, they would have been huge here, and, like, we would have been able to see them perform, which I did at, like, at Ariana's concert, but I'm still upset I didn't get to see them do like a proper tour, like their own tour, just them. I'm still upset about that. I feel that it would have been like helped them so much in the US. It would have really helped them not be so underrated here. And I'm just so upset that they did that. I know they wanted them to work on an album, but I think it's just crap that they did that. It could have helped their careers so much, and they could have taken over America, which is like, they said that was their dream. They could have done that, but they didn't. And with the scrapped album, I am kind of upset about that still, because I heard it was like more R&B and stuff. I think I heard that somewhere, or I'm just making stuff up in my head. But if that is true, I'm mad, because I would have loved that. I love R&B type songs, and I've always wanted them to kind of go more into R&B type music, which they do sometimes, but like I meant really go into it and really make like an R&B album. I always wanted that. And so I'm really upset that it didn't happen. I really hope like sometime they can just release all their unreleased music, because I would love that. Okay, so then the next one is like are my ideas for the LM7, like just concept ideas. Okay, this is hard. I've thought about this so many times. I really have, because I'm waiting for LM7 to come out, and even though it's not going to come out for a few years, I'm still waiting. And I've come up with a few ideas for it in the past. I don't know if I remember them all. But I really want them to go more into the R&B, like I said. With the scrapped album, they would have probably done that. And I'm still upset about that. So I'm hoping they go through that and like do R&B and just like change it up a bit in a way. I want more of an LM5 era again, even though I want the success of Glory Days. I want that, but I want the LM5 era type, because that's my favorite era 100%. And I feel like if they had that type of era in the success that Glory Days had, it would have been insane. Like, I want them to go back to the LM5 sound as well, because I love that one so much. And I know it's a lot of people's favorites as well, like fans at least. And so I feel like if they did it again and got proper promotion, even though their label doesn't promote them, hopefully they find a new label, I feel that it would be as big as Glory Days. LM5 deserved to be as big as Glory Days, and I will stand by that till the day I die. So I feel like if they did LM5 era and had the Glory Days success, this would be that album. And I don't know what else. I really, like I said, like the R&B, I want more like bad bitch anthems like they did in LM5, more swearing, which would be nice. And I just want higher like budget music videos and just like higher budget stuff, because they deserve like better music videos. Like, they've had good ones, don't get me wrong, but there's some that the budget isn't great, and I feel like they should have a better budget. That might have been just for one. I don't even know what I'm thinking of. I think I'm thinking of Holiday, because I still haven't gotten over that video, even though they looked great in it. I'm still not over that, because the green screen kind of looked bad. But that's what I want for LM7. Probably, what they always do, which is like uplifting, powerful, badass girl power song, and then a ballad, and then like something else, I don't know, like an R&B. I kind of want them to put together everything and just like make it an album, even though I don't know if that would be good. And just some good collaborations. I feel like if they got good collaborations, it would be good. I want them, this next era that will come in a few years, to be just like LM5, like I said. That's what I want. Okay, and then the next one is oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I can't talk. I'm so out of it today. the solo career ideas that I have for them. Now, this is hard. I've also thought about this because I've made things up in my head of what they're gonna do just because I'm desperate. I want Jade to go kind of not down like, I was gonna say R&B, but that's more Leanne. I want Jade to become like, not become, I want her to do music kind of like Dua Lipa, maybe Ariana, but mostly Dua and maybe Lady Gaga as well. I just feel like she would dominate that. Like, Wasabi was like insane. It deserved better. It's just so good. So I feel if like she put stuff out like that, it could be huge. Like the kind of the dance-ish songs, Bad Bitch, like just uplifting songs really, but with attitude. Like just the attitude songs. I feel like that's what we need in her music, and that's what we're probably gonna get. So I really think with Jade, we're just gonna probably get the like sassy songs, like with a lot of attitude and confidence. I feel like that's probably what her like solo career is gonna be like, and that's what I want it to be like because I feel like that's what she does best. I need to stop saying like so much. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, jeez. And then for Leanne, this one I'm the most excited for. I don't know why. I really want Leanne to go far. I want all of them to go far, but especially Leanne because she deserves more recognition. They all do, but I really want her to take off and be like Rihanna or something like that. But I think she's going to go down that route of Rihanna, kind of maybe Beyonce, but I think Beyonce might be more Jade. But just the soulful R&B type songs, I feel that that's what Leanne would do best. Her voice fits that, and I always just saw her doing like the soulful R&B stuff. I feel like that's what she's probably going to do. But of course, who knows? I probably am wrong. Probably won't happen. I really hope it does. But I don't know. I do want them to step away from kind of the bubblegum pop, even though they don't do that as much anymore. I don't think. Maybe they do. That was really glory days. And I like it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love their music so much. But I want them all to kind of step away from that. Jade is probably kind of going to be like that in a way, but not really, because it's not going to be like bubblegum pop. It's going to be like sassy, uplifting, attitude type songs. And Leanne would be R&B, probably soulful, some Rihanna stuff. And then probably rapping. I feel like she might rap in one of the songs. And then for Perry, I see like her being like a pop vocalist like that. Or I don't know why I see her doing like alternative or rock. I still don't know why. I'm like literally have no idea why I see her doing that, but I do. I know people talked about that on Twitter a few days ago. I saw that on my timeline. And I would like to see her do like more rock stuff. I feel like her voice would be so good with that. But then I also want powerful ballads. I feel that's what her voice suits the most. Sorry, I was hitting my desk, so sorry for the loud noises. I'm getting way too into this. Oh my gosh. I have an idea. I want to make a concept album and like make it as just for fun. So if you follow me on Twitter, look out for that in the next few days. When I have time, I might do that for each of them. And for LM7, because I have a lot of ideas. I just can't think of them at the moment. I should have written them down. And anyways, okay, so the next one is just music video concepts for like their past songs. And I have thought about this a bit because I wanted Wasabi, of course, to get a music video. And I know they did it, or they were planning on it and was going to throw some shade or something, which is what Wasabi music video should have been. Like, that's what the song kind of was, going after not going after people, but standing up and saying like to the media like fuck you. So I feel like that would have been iconic, just like amazing outfits, high budget. It would have been insane. But what else? I really wanted Lightning to get a music video because I feel like if it would be so cool in like a dark room, they're singing and there's like lightning around them or something. Still Bitter about Joan of Arc. That would have been the best music video of theirs. Even though Power is my favorite, it probably wouldn't have been the best. And we got Sweet Melody, and that was kind of close to Joan of Arc, I think. Not the song, but the music video, I think. Maybe. I hope. I'm not sure what else. I wanted a Monster in Me music video. It would have been cool. It would have been, like, probably laid back of, like in a hotel or a bedroom, like, singing or something. I don't know. I just always wanted that because I'm obsessed. I haven't thought about music videos, like, concepts for them, really, besides, like, the lightning one. It's because it's called Lightning, so that makes the most sense to me. But, I mean, I'll think about it. Maybe bring it up again later. Okay, then the next one is, what acting roles do I see the girls doing in the future if the rest of them start acting? Okay, this is hard. I see Jade probably playing a princess, which I know she auditioned or did something for Aladdin. Of course, she didn't get it, which I'm sad about, but Naomi, I think her name's Naomi Scott. Naomi something. She was phenomenal. She was great. So I think that was a good choice. But I see her playing probably a princess, also with her voice. Leanne, I don't know. I haven't thought about this because I only, of course, saw her. She was in Boxing Day and she was phenomenal. She was amazing. But I haven't thought about this, like what they would be. Maybe Perry. I want to see Perry as the mean girl, even though she's a literal angel. She could play it, I feel, like, really well, because sometimes her face, like, when she's, like, concentrating a lot, it looks like she's mean, but she's not. Especially in The Search, we saw that. So I feel like maybe that would be good. I want to do that. I just think Leanne should play a pop star again. I know she did that in the last one, but she did such a good job. Like, she just suits it, in, like, my opinion. I, like, see her, and I can tell she's a pop star. I don't know why I see that, but, like, when I look at her, and if I didn't know that she was, I probably would have guessed, because she just looks like one. I'm not sure why, but to me, she just does. But I don't know what else. Maybe, like, I want Leanne to go into, like, maybe shows in the future and play, like, I'm trying to think. Just some kind of businesswoman. I feel like that would be cool. But I haven't really thought about that, which, it's a good question, though. I just haven't ever thought about that. Okay, so the next one is, which album, oh my gosh, I can't speak, I'm so sorry. What album, oh my gosh, why do I keep saying this wrong? I'm so sorry. I cannot read today. Okay, which album suited which girl, or each girl? Okay, so, sorry, I butchered that like 5 times. I cannot read. So, I think, oh, this is hard. Okay, I don't even know. I think LM5 was Jade's and Leanne's. I really think that was theirs. And also Confetti, I feel like, was Leanne's, because she was going in with the vocals. And then Perry, I think, was, like, Glory Days, probably. I think maybe. And I'll throw in Jessie as well, because I'm talking about those other albums. I think Jessie's was maybe DNA or, like, Salute. Or Get Weird. I'm not sure. I need to probably think about that more, but I know Leanne and Jade's was, like, probably LM5, and Perry might have been Glory Days. Not sure about Jessie, though. I probably have to think. But Leanne and Jade owned LM5. They all did. I think LM5 was Jade and Leanne's album, 100%. Okay, so I changed locations because my brother came home. So I'm sorry if it sounds a little different because I am in the car right now, and I hope I can read everything and it sounds normal. Okay, so the next one is, what LM5, or not LM5, what Little Mix collabs would have been amazing, or would I have wanted? Probably, I've said this so many times on Twitter and Instagram and also TikTok. I'm desperate for an Ariana Little Mix collab because Ariana is one of my favorite artists and has been for a while, and so I feel like that it would be perfect. Also, they toured together, so I just thought it would be really good and fitting. So I would have loved that, and their voices would have been insane together. Also, I wanted Normani, I wanted Dua, I wanted Doja Cat. We got the Anne Marie collaboration, thankfully. I also wanted, who else? I kind of wanted Lauren Haregi to do one as well with them, just because of my Fifth Harmony and Little Mix obsession, because I used to be obsessed with Fifth Harmony as well. And I still am, kind of. I still love all the girls and listen to Fifth Harmony songs. But I don't know who else. I'm trying to think. I kind of want Megan Thee Stallion on a track, maybe. There was someone I was thinking about a few days ago, but now I can't remember. I wanted a One Direction Little Mix collab. Of course, that did not happen, but I wanted that. I kind of want a Harry Styles one in Little Mix, maybe. Not sure why. I just kind of want that because I love Harry so much, and I've been a One Direction fan for years as well, so I don't know. I'm trying to think. I was about to say Camille, but I know they had one. I don't know. Right now I can't think of any more because I think I said them all for now. There were a lot of other ones I know, which is why it's so upsetting that I can't remember. I mean, okay, I just thought of this now. Though I don't know why this would ever happen. I don't know if it would sound good. It's just what I want. I want a Madison Beer and probably a Little Mix song, or Sabrina and Madison, or Tate and, not Sabrina and Madison. I do want that, but Sabrina and Little Mix, or Tate and Little Mix, just because I'm obsessed with them. Like, I don't know if it's gonna sound good or not, but I just want it because I am in love with Sabrina, Madison, and Tate. I know it's probably never gonna happen, but I feel like I really want that. Probably a Sabrina one with Little Mix would sound good, or a Madison and Little Mix probably would sound good. Not sure about Tate. I think it would sound good, but they have like different music types. I don't know. I just want those because I'm obsessed with the three of them individually. But I would really like a Sabrina and Little Mix, or like I said, Madison and Little Mix. I would die for that. I don't know. Maybe Katy Perry and Little Mix would be good as well, because Katy used to give us those pop bangers. She probably still does. I have to listen to her latest album. But I feel like that's it for now, like what I can think of. I mean, yeah. I know there are other people because I did a whole TikTok about like who I want them to collab with, but I cannot think about it. I think another one was Niall at one point. I said that. I was about to say Zayn, but I know that would never happen. But, okay. So I think that's it for my collabs. If I think of some, I'll put them in the comment section. Okay. The last one from them is, what songs do you want the girls to cover in the future? Probably... Ooh, I don't know why I said probably. I have no idea what I'm going to say. I would just die for them to perform a Madison song, just because I am obsessed with Madison so much. This has nothing to do with Little Mix, but pre-save Madison Beer's new song, Dangerous. I think that's what it's called. Pre-save that. But anyways, back to Little Mix. I just wanted to say that. Maybe like a Madison song, just because I want that so badly, and I want some Little Mix Madison content. Or like an Ariana song. I kind of want to hear them perform Every Time, because I love that song so much. Or Sometime by Ariana. I love that. Maybe like a Billie one. One point Dua. Normani, I guess. I don't know. It's hard because my favorite to this day cover of them is Falling. Probably Will Always Be. And also the one they did, the mashup, Want You to Want Me and Wanna Dance with Somebody. That was amazing as well. But I don't know what else. I'm trying to think. Maybe a Selena Gomez song. I love her. Maybe Demi. I'm not sure. It's hard to think about it because I don't think about what song they'll sing next or a cover they'll sing next. So I'm not sure. Actually, never mind. I know. When they come back, I want them to sing Cardboard Box by Flo. That would be insane. They're insane. For people who haven't listened to Flo yet, they're a girl band. trio. Listen to them. They're phenomenal. They're insane. I'm like already obsessed with them. They're gonna push me through until Little Mix comes back. But yeah, so that's it from them. And for everyone who sent things in to me to say or talk about, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And then the next one, which is the last person, is my best friend, T. Shout out to her for giving me these yesterday when I saw her. And I am working on getting her on this podcast. So maybe in the future you will hear from her. I'm going to try. I'll talk to her. I see her tomorrow, so I'll talk to her about it then. Okay, so she wanted me to talk about their, like, style. And not, like, style in music, clothing, and what I think about it. Because I've talked to her about this before. She got these from things I've said to her before. Because we have Little Mix discussion time in the car. Because she's been a fan for years as well. And she went to the Ariana concert with me to see them a few years ago. So, with their style, I think they all have individual, which I like. Leanne is like the fashionista. She goes in, and I appreciate that because she probably has my favorite looks. And Jade is kind of more laid back, which I appreciate because that's more kind of me. I'm working on my style to be like a little more out there, and so I have been wearing more dressy. Like, I change it up a lot, but I kind of relate to Jade more with the outfits because that's what I literally wear in my house and when I go out with my friend. But she kind of has the more chill, laid back. And then Perry, I think, has just the cute or something. I'm not sure. I need to think about that. She has kind of just, they all have different styles, which I like, especially like on stage as well. They have the same type of outfits, it's just different colors and kind of change it up. And that's what I liked. And it always, okay, I don't want to talk about Jessie that much in this, but I will because of course she was a part of Little Mix at a time. She was for 9 years. So I will discuss this because I hope I don't get hate for this because this is, just remember this is my opinion. I won't be mad at yours. It did upset me a few times that Jessie always wore those leotards, and I get it was because she was, like, for her body, it looked good. I mean, it looked good. It looked really good. Like, it looked flattering on her, but it just bothered me that she always wore those, and, like, I get she feels confident in them, and of course, like, I completely understand that, but I was happy with the confetti tour that they had, like, I don't think there were any like that. They had completely different, and I really liked that. And like I said, I of course get that. She's like, it helped her feel more confident probably, and she looked good in them. It just bothered me that's what she would always wear, and then the girls would wear something like kind of different, and she would wear black a lot, or as much as she could. But of course, like I said, I get it. I completely understand. But that just bothered me a bit with just the tour because it just seemed kind of not repetitive, but then also kind of because that's what she would wear. But like I said, I get why she did that, so like it's okay. And then like I said, for confetti, I really liked the costumes because I liked that there were no like leotards, and there was a lot more color. It was really colorful. They had kind of different types of outfits that I really liked. So I liked that about the tour. You know, I don't know what else to talk about with style. I mean, all the the tours, they looked great. All the costumes were amazing. But I think I like confetti more because they were more colorful, like I said. But also, it was just, like, different than what they've done before. Okay. And then, oh my gosh, I'm so scared to talk about this. So she wanted me to talk about the Jessie situation. Not sure why, because I've talked to her about this multiple times, and I don't want to say this on here. But, okay, so I'll just say that, of course, if you support her, like, please do not get mad at me for saying this. I don't support her anymore, and I will admit that I was a huge fan of her for, like, 9 years. I absolutely adored her, loved her with my whole heart, but And I was a fan of her at the beginning of her solo career, not during Boys, but like before then. And I saw, of course, the situation, and I was like, oh my gosh. And that's when I was kind of like, okay, no. Like, I didn't know. I still followed her, but I was kind of hesitant. I was like, oh fuck, like what am I gonna do now? And then it got really bad, like the blackfishing thing, and so that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna not be her fan anymore. Like, I'm not a fan of her anymore. But I still wish her the best, blah, blah, blah. And I still do. But when the thing happened with Nikki and Leanne, Nikki and Jesse on the live with Leanne and stuff like that, that's when I was kind of like, okay, you know, I'm done here. I already kind of was before, and I still wish her the best, but I think it was kind of fucked up. And yeah, I just don't like what she did. I mean, and of course she got dropped by her label that came out recently. And I mean, I will say I feel bad for her. I do. But I mean, I just don't know what else to say besides that, because like I said, I don't hate her. I don't like her anymore, but I don't hate her. It might be the same thing, but and I will, like I said before, I will admit I absolutely adored her for 9 years. Like, yeah, 9 years. Wait, was it 10? It might have been 10. Almost 10 years, because when I was hesitant at one point, I still loved her, but I think it was like almost 10 years or something. And I absolutely adored her. I will admit that. She helped me a lot. But, you know, shit happens. Things happen. People change. Things change. And so I am not a fan of her anymore. Still wish her, like, the best. Don't like her, but still wish her the best-ish, kind of. I try not to, talk about it on Twitter much, and, like, this is probably one of the only times, unless somebody asks me about it in the future in, like, Q&A I do. I probably will not talk about it just because I don't want to get hate I don't want to get hate for this, because it's just, of course, my opinion. Like, and it's not like I always hated her. Like, or didn't like her. I loved her, like I said. But, you know, I would go more into it, but, you know, I do not want to get it yelled at. Okay, and then the next one is, okay, this is going to be hard. When do you think they decided they were going to go on hiatus? I don't know why she gave me this question. Because I don't know. Kind of. Actually, I think I know. For people who don't know, there was a podcast with Charlie XCX, who I love, and Jade, I think. I haven't even listened to it. I just found out about it on Twitter, about this, that they were discussing going on hiatus back in 2020. Like the summer of 2020. And so that kind of makes me a little more sad that it wasn't just because of the babies, but I think that made them want to go even more just for the babies, them having babies and stuff. And it makes, like I said, it makes me sad, but I mean, they deserve a break. It's been 10 years. At the moment, back then it was 9. But it was been 10 years, and so they deserve a break, but I'm sad. So, yeah, I think that's when they were going, like, or they decided, maybe they changed their minds in the middle, and then just decided after Leanne and Perry had their kids or got pregnant, they were like, okay, yeah, we actually do need to do this now. Maybe, of course, I don't know. I don't talk to them. I mean, I wish I was friends with them, but I am not. So, I don't know. Okay, so the next one is hard because I actually don't know. It's how much merch do you have? That's hard. Because I don't know if I think I might have said this in the beginning, or I'm just like imagining that I said that all my money goes towards them. I don't think I said that, but I might have. Because I recorded the intro like 2 or 3 hours ago because I kept having to stop. But I forgot everything I said. But for the merch, I don't know. I'm gonna give like an estimate. I have no idea though. This is gonna be so fucking hard. Oh my gosh. I hate her. Why did she give me this question? Okay. I know I have over 10 shirts. That's all I know. Okay. I don't know if CDs count as merch, but we're just gonna count that. And they're literally the reason I am broke. I'm like so serious. The shipping to America is so expensive. And I get it, but then also I'm really upset because I feel bad for my parents that they have to go through me spending all my money on them. But anyways, okay, so I have for CDs, I'm just gonna guess a number, probably wrong. I will count when I get back into my room, even though I don't even know where half my shirts are. I think I have like 30. I think I might have less actually. Who knows? Maybe like 20 something or 30, like in like 30 or 31, 32. I don't know. I will get back to you guys on that one. I'll put in the comment section because I actually don't know. I have a CD collection and they're the CDs are there, but then I have my own little mix section that Between Us and vinyls and all that stuff has their own place in my room, and so does my merch. So it's quite a bit. Half my closet is dedicated to Little Mix, so I will have to count. And if I do count, or when I count, I'm going to include Jade's collab with Skinny Dip and Beauty Bay because I have that, or some of that. Okay, but anyways, sorry about that. I was trying to think of the math, or like think of how much I had, but I couldn't remember. But if Little Mix hears this, or anyone from the management, can you change the U.S. shipping price, please? Like, I'm desperate. I can't keep spending like $100 each month on them. It's really not good. Okay, anyways, so sorry about that. Okay, so the last one she has, and the last one in general, is who's my favorite member. Oh my gosh. Okay, before I say this, I want to say I do love all of them. I absolutely adore all of them. Adore the 3 of them. But if I have to pick a favorite, I mean, she knows what it is, but it's Leanne. I don't know. I actually have no idea how I figured that, like, or when she became my favorite, but I'll bring this up to T when she comes on the podcast, whenever this is, I'll talk to her, but she'll tell you that I've been not been a fan. Leanne's been my favorite since like 2016. So it's been a while. I'm pretty sure she might have been my favorite throughout the whole time, or it might have been Jade at the beginning, but I'm pretty sure it was Leanne. I don't know. I've always just loved her. Like, I loved them all, but if I had to pick a favorite, it would be her. She was always my number one. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, of course, like, everyone has their own opinions on who's your favorite, so please don't get mad at me. But, yeah. Okay. So, that was a lot. Oh, my gosh. And it wasn't even that many questions. Oh, my gosh. Okay. So, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. And I will probably do another Little Mix one in the future with the other people who either didn't send in their questions or topics in time. Probably because I should. Next time I'm going to DM people like a week or a few weeks before, so they know. But I'll do one probably again just for that, maybe. Or when they come back. If I'm still doing this podcast in a few years, when they return, I'll do one then, of course. And I'll do one for their solo music as well. Probably, maybe, if I have time. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much for listening. And again, I know the girls aren't going to be listening to this, but happy 11-year anniversary to at least the Mixers, because I absolutely adore the Mixers. Love you all. And so I will just say this now. Next episode should be out tomorrow, and that's when High School Musical should be out as well. There will be 2 tomorrow. I'm sorry I didn't put that up today. I am exhausted from school, and it is like 8:30, and I'm tired. But, oh, also, I wanted to say this. if it sounds weird, like it cut out at one point and like I stopped recording and then continued later, that is because I had some issues, because usually I like pick a time that I can record it all at once, but my dogs had to go outside at one point, then people came home, and my phone died when I was in the car, so I kept having to stop and go back. So I'm so sorry. This took me like 3 or 4 hours to record, even though it's only 50 minutes. But I'm so sorry this was so chaotic. I'm trying to work on not being this messy doing this, but I just am a fucking mess when it comes to everything. But so I'm sorry about that. But again, thank you guys for listening. Shout out to the mixers, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.